What's up, space pirates? This is your Admiral, the effortlessly entertaining Dr. Disaster. And I asked this question yesterday, and it is extremely valid. If these payment processors who are pressuring Steam into censoring themselves actually cared about child safety, then why aren't they doing something about Roblox and the child predators that are reportedly using that platform? And of course, the truth is that they don't actually care about the kids. The truth is that when it comes to gamers and the video gaming hobby, this is how they feel about the average gamer.
I wrote a blog post a while ago about why I f***ing hate video games, because this is what it does. It appeals to like the male fantasy.
My problem is that I hate men, you know?
I know.
Let's face it, the problem with gaming, particularly on Steam, according to these payment processor type people, is that it is a predominantly male space, filled with notoriously independent thinkers. And if there is one thing that feminists cannot stand, it is males having escapism separate from them. On the one hand, these screeching harpies will tell you all about how actually men and women are basically the same and need to be treated alike, but on the other hand, they sure can tell when something is made for men and not for them, and they will have a little meltdown over it.
That doesn't seem fair.
So yeah, Roblox is considered okay, according to these people, but Steam is getting the full-on treatment from these payment processors to the point that, as we talked about the other day, PayPal is now denying services to Steam in most countries on the planet. There are only a few currencies which PayPal supports on the platform, and Valve has actually just come out and made it clear that the reason this is happening is for censorship purposes.
Horseshit!
Make no mistake, the reason these people at these banks are now admittedly debanking Valve is not because they want to protect kids, and it isn't because they want to protect their own brand's image. For cripe's sake, the state of Louisiana is now coming after Roblox for not protecting kids, but we haven't heard a peep out of PayPal for Roblox. No, the real reason that they're after Steam is because they hire people like this to run their company.
She seems nice.
And these corporations might try to make it seem like they're doing something noble, like they're protecting the kids, as if they share our values, but we can see through their dumb asses.
You're not the same. I'm an American. You're a sick asshole.
Alright, me hearties, make sure that you hit the like button on this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and also, I've started uploading some content onto Rumble as well, so make sure you look for Dr. Disaster over there. And don't forget to follow me on X, where my handle is Dr. Disaster 1. But anyhow, let's have a gander at Valve and how they let us know that yes, this latest action is indeed PayPal debanking them in most countries. It is noteworthy that of the 6 currencies that are still supported by PayPal, US dollars is one of them. I suspect this is at least partially because of the executive order that was signed the other day by President Trump, preventing US citizens and companies from being debanked. Whether you love the guy or hate the guy, the thing is, this is likely the best protection mustered up against these censorious payment processors, most likely the best protection in the world, and I imagine it is having at least something of a shielding effect in the Western world at large. The list of currencies still supported by PayPal on Steam are the US dollars, Canadian dollars, Australian dollars, Japanese yen, British pounds, and euros. You'll note that all of these countries are considered Western countries with the exception of Japan, and even they are closely linked trading partners with the West. But anyhow, this article here from Rock, Paper, Shotgun explains that Valve understands now that they have been essentially debanked by PayPal due to the content that they host. This article leads off with an update which says Valve have confirmed to Rock, Paper, Shotgun that this withdrawal of support for Steam transactions by one of PayPal's acquiring banks is regarding content on Steam related to what we've previously commented on surrounding MasterCard. In this case, one of PayPal's acquiring banks decided to stop processing any Steam transactions, which cut off PayPal on Steam for a number of currencies, a Valve spokesperson added. The crazy thing about this, as we read this story, keep in mind that Valve already bent the knee to MasterCard's demands and largely removed NSFW content from their platform. It really begs the question, what other games are they going to be after now? Are they looking to go after GTA and games like that next? Are they not going to support Steam until they get rid of games like that? We have been saying all along that the problem with all of this happening, despite the fact that most of us, myself included, don't even play these NSFW games, but the problem is that we believe that the slippery slope is coming and that next these payment processors will be after games that have, say, too much violence, or games like Stellar Blade, which they will say are supposedly disrespectful to women because they show too much skin. Anyway, here's the original writing of the article though, the original part of the article. If you've tried to pay for something on Steam via PayPal over the past month, only to be told you can't, Valve have now offered an explanation as to why, pointing to a bank that previously handled PayPal transactions in certain currencies as having suddenly terminated its support. Folks in affected countries first noticed notifications informing them PayPal was currently unavailable in their part of the world around a month ago. There's been a steady stream of Reddit posts from folks who've gotten to checkout and been told this since then. While those examples didn't see Valve offer any further explanation of what was up, a player has now been directed to one with the same message having been added to Steam's support page for purchasing issues. In early July 2025, PayPal notified Valve that their acquiring bank for payment transactions in certain currencies was immediately terminating the processing of any transactions related to Steam. Valve wrote, "This affects Steam purchases using PayPal in currencies other than euros, Canadian dollars, Great Britain pounds, Japanese yen, Australian dollars, and US dollars. Hence, folks in nations that don't use euros, pounds, yen, or dollars of the Canadian, American, Australian variety being unable to buy Steam's wares via PayPal." But do you know what platform that isn't a problem on, where they don't have to have a message like that? Do you know which platform you can go on and there's nobody debanking them at all? Roblox, of course, despite the fact, as I said earlier, that the state of Louisiana is now after their asses. The Attorney General in Louisiana wrote, "Today I'm suing Roblox, the #1 gaming site for children and teens, and a breeding ground for sex predators. Due to Roblox's lack of safety protocols, it endangers the safety of the children of Louisiana. Roblox is overrun with harmful content and child predators because it prioritizes user growth, revenue, and profits over child safety. Every parent should be aware of the clear and present danger, and you know what? Good for this lady. Somebody is doing something. She's doing God's work as far as I'm concerned. But look at the uneven application of this debanking. Steam bent the knee to MasterCard and all of their demands, and yet they still got partially debanked. Meanwhile, Roblox is apparently having some serious problems with this child predator thing going on, but these payment processors just don't give a shit. I've said it before and I will say it again. This move to affect Steam was clearly not to protect kids, it was to attack you. If you're a gamer, then they hate you. You're too non-compliant. You share memes that they don't like. You may not vote how they want. They really hate you. But I'm going to leave it there. I'm sure that the feeling is mutual for gamers toward these payment processors. Drop your distaste for these schmucks into the comment section below, and we will talk there. Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your Admiral is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.